Maybe. There's a lot of cards here now. Have I done it at the right time? That's quite a lot. That is a lot. Well, there we go. Wow, that clone is powerful. Really powerful. Wow. Hi guys, LT here, and today we're going to be discussing some Golem decks that I like to play in Clash Royale. This is the one I run with at the moment. It's up there for 56%. I think I'm at win rate with this deck at the moment. I use it for both challenges and also for ladder. I have a lot of good fun with it, really. My account, by the way, is no money. It's completely free to play. That's why I've only got a level 12 lightning spell in this one. And what I'm going to do is, I think we'll do a game to start off, if I can find the right button, which is this one. I'm going to do a ramp up challenge. I might win, I might not. This is all live. I'm not going to edit it. We'll see what happens. But this is using this deck here, that deck that I just showed you a moment ago. That one. All right, then, let's have a go at this. Here we go. Ramp up challenge. Let's win something for the clan. You'd hope. It's all going to go horribly wrong, isn't it? This is what happens when you do these things live. You put yourself on the line. Right, here we go. Golem Stadium. Barbosa. And it's trademarked. Can you actually trademark your own name? I don't know. Maybe you can. So we're going to bump our elixir collector to the bottom. I'm cycling through some skeletons. Yay! They just love a... This is horrible. This is not good. This is not good. Although we're getting some extra value out of the mortar deck that he's got here. He absolutely laid siege to our blooming elixir tower though. This is elixir pump, elixir tower? Elixir pump, I don't know what I'm on here. This is because it's the first ever stream I've done and I suddenly forget how to speak English. See, sometimes you don't want to leave the golem right to the end, you know. People always put the golem at the back end and actually it can be a mistake. They just always wait for the right moment, and that right moment never comes. Meanwhile, you're losing an absolute ton of elixir. And now he's wasting this. I should be in a much better position now, because what's going to happen is he's going to put his miner down in a moment. And when he does, I should hopefully be able to catch it this time. Like that. There you go. See? Much better. So what happened last time is not happening this time. I mean, I'm not too worried about his mortar. I know it's doing a lot of damage to that tower. In fact, it'll probably take it out. But by the time this push has happened, and also the fact that we're in double elixir now anyway, we're going to be so far ahead thanks to this that I'm really not that worried about it. And that's good. That's a good play by himish. But we managed to capture that at the right moment. He thought he was being clever, but it's not really worked out all that well for him. So we're going to take his right tower now. Meanwhile, I can start a push on this left-hand side. And he's just going to get absolutely overwhelmed. Absolutely overwhelmed. And what's he going to be able to do? Absolutely nothing, really. He hasn't got a prayer. And that's because we held off. We weren't worried about taking the damage on the towers. And that's the thing. That's the thing about when you're playing 2-on-2. You know, when a lot of people rage quit on you. Like, well, you're not playing right. This guy's a noob, he doesn't know what he's doing. And actually, you do. Look at this now. We've got. I can't count the number of golems there. It's 3, 2. I'm seeing double. But see how easy that was. Nice live start. Look how much elixir we've got on the field there, guys. Loads and loads. It's a brilliant deck. I mean, it doesn't always work out like that. You know, most decks only have 53% wins, don't they? So you're going to lose every other game if you're playing really good against equally matched skilled players. But literally just taking this video on and we're here and we've got this a win straight out of the bag. That's on ramp up challenge. Oh, hey guys, so let's just go back to this again. So how do you play a golem deck? The golem is a really strong card. I really like it. It's also, I think they're quite easy to play because you don't actually have to think about it too much. You can literally put your golem down at the back and then get some support behind it and it does really well. So golems are really bad against things like Inferno Towers and Inferno Dragon. Most tower defenses, most building cards are really rubbish against it, are quite good against it as well because it's easily distracted. So your whole aim here is to protect it the best you can. So you can use cards like the Dragon. Dragon's really good. Dragon is an amazing card for supporting your golem. But if you notice already, you've got 12 elixir there. So you're going to need to make sure that your golem is right at the bottom of the map when you're playing a game. Right at the bottom of the map. And that you've allowed the elixir to pump up to the right amount. Should we play another game? I think we should play another game with this deck. So let's have another go. Should we do some ladder? I'm quite high at the moment. This is, I mean, my record is 5,200. But if I get placed against level 13 players with maxed out cards, I'm pretty much stuffed. But let's have another game, it might go well. But I really do think you should try this deck, guys. This is one of my favourite. In a minute, what I'm going to do is play some of the other people's decks as well, some of the pros decks, plus also some other YouTubers who've suggested decks. So, a bit of a poor start, really. We haven't got much choice, but I'm just going to shove the Mega Minion at the back. Here's Match Me. We're meeting in the middle. We're clashing horns. What's he got? Can I catch it? Has he got? Oh, lovely. What do we think he's got then, guys? Is he a Hog Rider? Don't know. Skeletons is a really good card. Super cheap, lovely to cycle through, and you can just distract a little bit. So you're not going to take unwanted damage. So we've got a bowler. The bowler is coming to get us. You think it'd be more accurate if you used a round bowl? Oh, hello. Nice push on that other side. Oh, come on, come to me. Yes. Nah, that's unlucky. I would have really enjoyed it if we'd have managed to pull him all the way across. I was hoping some of my skeletons have come, sorry, bats from the Night Witch would have come across as well. Ooh, this isn't so good now. Looking great. I mean, if we can snatch it, that'd be awesome. Sometimes that can happen. Oh no! Ah! I know you're angry. I'm angry as well. We're both angry. We're all angry right now, guys. We have the pain and the suffering. Has he given up? He's frustrated. This guy is feeling the rage right now. But he's put his bowler there anyway. So I don't know. Maybe I've delayed his pain a little bit here. I could have probably won this a lot earlier. I don't know. Hashtag really cruel. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't actually mean to troll him. I just, you know, I was playing. This is the thing with golems. You want to play kind of defensively. The number of times you've gone, yes, I've got his tower down. I have so much elixir, and then you just sort of abandon ship. And you go for it, and then he's got something ridiculous like a tower waiting in his pocket, and then you just die, and then you're crying for like 3 hours. Sometimes it's more than 3 hours. I've been known to cry for at least 4 hours. This is one of the most frustrating games to play, isn't it? I think we've all had those moments where we've sort of unlocked, you know, and going, I'm not playing Clash Royale anymore. I'm going to delete it. I hate this game. Why do I still play it? Yet, after 3 years, we're still here. Playing this game. Crazy. Okay, so decks I really struggle against with Golem are P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A. is horrible. It's a really nasty card, and everybody's got it at the moment as well. And especially with this deck, because I don't really have too much I can do. You can use skeletons to distract a P.E.K.K.A. A P.E.K.K.A. does not like skeletons very much. It really, really hated skeletons when they used to have 4. Do you remember those days when we had 4 skeletons? 4 skeletons for 1 elixir. They were the glory days, guys. They're gone. Gone! And instead we've got Electro Dragons coming to get us. Which I'm not going to like. I'm not going to lie. I haven't got it. I'm not probably going to I have. I think I've got a really low level one. I'm not going to pay for one. Really. Unless, you know, unless you get all your friends to subscribe to this channel. So then I can afford to buy loads of gems and be a pay to win guy. That'd be fun. Is it really fun to pay to win? I don't know. You tell me in the comments below. Right. On we go. Shall we have another game? One more game with this deck. I'm enjoying it. Can we get 3 out of 3? And then you think I'm not lying to you. You think I'm telling you the truth. I'm not editing these things. Seekis. Or Sekis. Seekis? Seekis. It's like making out with a mermaid. Seekis. I don't know. What's he got then? Split those archers. Oh, it's really bad. It's like I really want to play this Mega Minion over here, but when I do, he's going to have his minions too. Okay, that's all right. Come on, give me a minion horde. Give me a minion horde. You're not giving me a minion horde. Why are you not giving me a minion horde? Because he's being clever. Waiting. Or he's disconnected. Maybe he's disconnected. I feel like the luck's going with me in these videos today. He decided to do something about it finally after his internet connection decided to come alive. But I think it's too late for you now, my friend. Maybe. You might be able to pull it back. But I think you're going to be raging soon. We've just got to still be a little bit careful here, guys, because, well, you know what the Royal Giant is like these days. It's absolutely not. Oh, it's a nightmare. Oh, see, he says be careful and then he lets the tower go. That was weak. Very weak. Should be alright though. So he's going to do Royal Giant on the right hand side, is he? Yes, there we go. Right, so we should be able to play this like the last time and force him to lag and disconnect again. That'd be good. Unfortunately, I was a fool and I fell for Zap bait, or in my case, log bait. Has he got Zap? Look at those bats going to work on that left-hand tower there, guys. It's so powerful. I just love this deck, honestly. I love it. I know he had a bit of a disconnect issue there. And I know he probably feels really bad, but I thought it was good. I thought it was good to go. That's 3 for 3. I mean, that third one. Can you count that third one? I don't know, maybe. I'll take it. Right then, guys. So I'm going to play another Golem deck. I've just picked one up off the internet that was suggested to me. It was this one by COL Adrian, who played it in one of the online gaming finals. I am so low. Look how low these cards are. Do I have below 20,000? I know what I'm doing at the moment. I'm saving up. So, I mean, here's a lesson in frugality. Is that a word? Frugality? I don't know. So, I want to save my money. I want to save my money to spend it on the right things. And what I'm wanting to save it for at the moment, because I'm not going to pay for this game. I'm refusing because I want to win by skill and not by money. I'm going to take this Night Witch and I'm trying to get as many tokens as I can through clan chests, war chests, all that kind of thing, to swap with my good old clan mates in Awesome Sheep. This is the guild clan we're in. We're full at the moment, but come and say hi if you see this video. I'm trying to swap with my clan mates, but to be honest, they seem to play it a lot more than I do, and they steal all the good cards most of the time, so that's not really going well for me. So what I'm doing is I'm saving up the 40,000 gold, and I'm spending 40,000 gold per card. So I've got 210,000 gold to go until I've got enough cards to then upgrade for another 100,000 my Night Witch. How do we make gold, guys? We make gold by farming gems like crazy and doing well in our challenges. So stay tuned for more videos, guys. I'm going to get you some nice tips on how I get the gold from challenges. I'm not rich. You probably gauged this by now, but I do classic challenges, and generally this deck gets me between, I don't know, 9 and 12 wins most of the time. So I'm getting close to 2,000, you know, between 1,000 and 2,000 gold every 10 gems, which is really good value actually. Right then, so let's try this deck then. If I'm honest, I'm not hopeful. I'm not hopeful with this, purely because it's so low, and I'm sat at what? 4858 trophies now. Oh, I don't. This is going to be embarrassing. You know what? Let's just go for it. Okay, let's just go for it. You can troll me. You can troll me about how bad I am, and maybe you can give me some tips on how to play this deck when I get absolutely smashed by Van Helsing, because yes, I am a vampire. I'm not a vampire. Maybe he won't beat me. You know, maybe this is fate. He only beats vampires, right? Oh, what do we do? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no! Honestly, I've just had a mental breakdown. How do I play this deck? So he's done loads of damage to me. He's minor. We're like 9 elixir for his. How many elixir was that? 3, 6. I'm trying to 2, 5. I don't know. We're not doing too bad actually. Could be all right. So let's snatch this mortar. Catch a few mortars. Got to catch a mortar. We've got this going on. Ah, that's not good either. This is really not good for me here at the moment. I don't know, maybe. We're going to do some damage here though, which is good. That's going to explode. See, the death damage of a golem is really cool, especially when that happens. I knew it. I just had a feeling that was going to happen. You know, people get really panicky, and even though Golem has been around for ages and loads of people play it, I know, me too, this is a nail-biter guy. Van Helsing's like, what have I done? Why did I do this? Why did I play this guy? I don't know, man. I don't know, but I've caught you now. Go on, fireball it. You know you want to. No, he didn't. I don't know, maybe he did. Okay, this is going well so far. I like this. This deck's good. So we're going to push that other deck, which unfortunately means he's going to take my right tower with his mortar, is he? I don't know. He's going to use his mortar defensively now. I just feel like I'm not anywhere near the right stage to use this clone. Because he's got, what's he got? He's got his horde, he's got some sap ability. Maybe, there's a lot of cards here now. Have I done it at the right time? That's quite a lot. That is a lot. Well, there we go. Wow, that clone is powerful. Really powerful. Wow. Nice. I'm so proud of this. This is good. Oh no. Not good. It's good. Well, actually, that's all right, isn't it? I think we're going to win this, guys. I think we're too far away from 4,900. But this is looking really good. Although I got a bit of early, I got excited a little bit too early there. And I've also used when the hell did I use that elixir pump? Oh no, everybody, this is terrible. This is first time you've ever played a deck 101, what not to do. Welcome to this tutorial on how not to play a deck. Yeah, roll your eyes, boy. Oh man, good deck. That's 4 for 4, and this is live. You know what I need? I need like a clock in the background so you can tell I'm not editing this out. 4 for 4, cool. I like that deck. I do like that deck. I'm sorry, I might have gone a bit quiet during the video because I was like, you know, and smoke may well have been coming out of my ears because I quite like that deck. So despite it being well under-leveled, I mean, what was that? Who did we just play? Van Helsing from Brazil. His season best is 5,200. He's got a good play. I mean, his challenges aren't all that great, to be honest. So, but that's a pretty high deck, to be honest. Look at that. He's pretty much maxed out apart from his legendaries. So no, it's a good game. What we got in this crown chest? Night Witch would be nice. That'd be very, very, very wishful thinking, or witchful thinking. Oh dear. Right. So I could have maxed this out, but as I say, I haven't got any money. I like that. That deck is good. I played a lumberjack Golem deck for quite some time as well. I might share that if you want me to in another video. I found it quite good, but I was getting. I think sometimes you fall out with decks, or you get a little bit bored of playing them. They get a little bit stale, so you don't play very well with them. Despite having played them very often, you still don't play very well with them because they just get a little bit boring. So. Yeah, so the Golem's brilliant. I do love it, and that was a really golden moment for you, really. When the Golem is just about to die, if you have something that can drag troops in, like a tornado, so your Golem releases some really nice splash damage when it dies. So if you can use a tornado or something to drag it in and get extra value out of that death damage, it's really worth it, particularly when they've got something like Minion Horde, or then he put bats right on top just as the Golem was going to explode, and that was just crazy. I must admit, Ice Spirit is not a card I've played very much. I can see the value in it. It is very good, and it's nice for a little bit of splash damage, and also just to slow troops down. It is nice for that, but I don't play it all that often. I think I got some value out of it for the bats. I distracted the bats in the last game, which worked really well. But my favourite card, and it has been for a long time, it was the first rare card that I actually got to level 13 for this reason, because people fell out with the elixir pump once it got moved from 5 elixir to 6. And the thing is, guys, when a meta card gets nerfed, if you can carry on using it for a little while afterwards, or give it a little rest and then come back to it, because it gets people playing games all the time, and people get used to playing certain cards. And if you haven't come across a card for a while, you forget how to beat it. And you can really capitalize on that if you stick with the cards that you're using through these changes. When the meta does change, you can really benefit from it. But in general, I think the best card, hands down, to go with the Golem is the Night Witch. It's really difficult to effectively counter. I mean, we haven't come across any Executioner decks or any Inferno Tower decks at the moment, which make it life a lot easier. But I think it's a really hard card to counter with the Golem. But no, we had some good games today, guys. So, yeah, what you want to do is, in general, with the Golem, stick him at the back of the arena. Stick him at the back of the arena when your elixir is full. Back of the arena when your elixir is full. Let him come up a little while. Then start some support troop action. The best card, as I say, is the Night Witch. And I like, as you've seen in these games, to keep it way back. That way, a couple of things. They're more likely to already have burnt the cards that are really good counters to the Night Witch. So you want to leave the Night Witch way back. So your Golem is, past one of your King's Towers. And then you've got your Golem walking past the tower, and then you've got the Night Witch sat at the back, feeding up these bats that are going to chip away at the counters to your Golem. And it's a really effective way of using it. That worked really well. I mean, that clone at the end there was just absolutely crazy. He ain't got a clue what to do with that. He was just throwing logs at me when we've actually just cloned a Night Witch. A crazy man. We just cloned a Night Witch and he uses log. Probably because that's all he had, I don't know. But no, Zap is also a really good card. For a couple of reasons here as well. Zap is really good for trading elixir for splash damage. It can get rid of all the swarm troops, which are really good against Golem. Swarm troops are excellent against Golem. So if you've got a Zap to get rid of those swarm troops, brilliant. That's great. So you definitely need that card to help you out. Also, an Inferno Tower and Inferno Dragon is a real problem for us. So what you can use is, if you go back to my old deck, if you have Zap, so I'm using Lightning in this deck, but if you have Skeletons and Zap, you can fire, and they have, I don't know, Inferno Tower and Inferno Dragon. You can send up your Golem, and then you can put some Skeletons behind it. Fire Skeletons through as it's locked on. The Skeletons will overtake the Golem, then you use your Zap spell, ideally, not a Lightning spell like this, and the tower will retarget while your Golem feeds down a little bit, takes some of that horrible HP away from the Inferno Tower. Yeah, okay, I may have written a few notes here, guys. I've mostly not read from them, so that's interesting. Have I missed anything out? Yeah, mostly playing defensively, that is true. With these decks, we do like to play as much as we can defensively. If we can play defensively, then we're going to build that elixir, because we win the games in the last sort of minute, really. That's the most powerful time for us. We've built up, we've got a really big advantage because of our elixir collector, our elixir pump, whatever you want to call it. And that's when we can get all these people in. And that's why this is so efficient. This deck is so effective, because we have such a massive elixir advantage by the end of that game that there was nothing he could do. Absolutely nothing he could do. What a good deck. It's a really good deck. And it's a low deck as well. I mean, granted, these two cards are probably two of the cards that you can afford to have lower level, and it probably doesn't make too much of a difference, although these are really low. Level 11 Lumberjack isn't great either, but I didn't have to comp, Lumberjacks are really good against Hog Riders, which I didn't have to do. No, I think that's about it, guys, isn't it? Really? So, those are my two decks that I've been playing at the moment. So this is the one that I use most of the time. This is my Golem Dragon Night Witch deck. Really effective. Lightning's brilliant. I think it's so versatile. You can't afford to make many mistakes with it, to be honest. They do punish you quite easy, but don't be afraid to lose the tower. Sacrifice the tower, especially Hog Rider, right? Hog Rider's in the meta, as it has always been. I never play it, so I am a hog hater. I have got hog hate. That is how I play. But imagine this, they don't want to burn 6 elixir with a Hog Rider. So, and they also, people do not like sending a log down to beat just 3 skeletons. People are like, I don't want to spend that much elixir to get rid of 3 skeletons. So what you do is you let them attack your left-hand tower. Down that Hog Rider comes. You send these skeletons and surround that Hog Rider. They'll chip away, and the Hog Rider is only going to do maybe 800, 900 damage to your tower. Meanwhile, you have got 3 elixir advantage for your Golem, which you've placed in the right-hand track that's now going to absolutely decimate that right-hand side. And they are going to spend a ton of elixir to counter you. So I like to just do this. I mean, it doesn't always work, you know, sometimes it goes horribly wrong like it always does, but you've seen my games there. This deck is really good, guys. I reckon you should definitely try it. I would love to get your opinion on some decks, on these decks, on the decks I've used today, so this one and this one. I'll show you there. And what would be awesome is, send me your decks to try. If you've got a favourite Golem deck, if you've got a favourite deck that you'd love me to try, I'll try it and I'll review it on this channel and see what I think and see how much success I have with it. Loads more tips, tricks and things happening, guys. Please subscribe. As of this moment, I have 0 subscribers, so I'd love you to be the first one. Anyone who's watched to the end of this video, I am so happy. Thank you so much for giving me the time, and I hope you found this video useful, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next Clash Royale video. Catch you next time. LT's out. Bye, guys.